Basically, we are WinRARs in the end. That's all that matters.
Yep. A couple of notable things happened. There was a gargoyle that was an initial obstacle.
Yes. And we, or Ravon at least, saved a guy who had Oathbreaker written on his head.
Yep.
Um,
And
This turned out to be a mistake. He had the worst name ever.
he did have a bad name. I don't like his name.
Carlin, I'm awful.
Yes, his name is I'm Awful. Or Am Awful.
I believe an NPC named Scarsday beat up a gargoyle.
Oh, he didn't just beat up the gargoyle. He actually annihilated it, pulverized it.
It was
even.
really close, actually. Wouldn't believe it.
But you guys did get the safe from the caravan and got the Mask of the Dragon.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember what color dragon that was from?
Black.
Black.
There are 5 pieces. Good.
One for each chromatic.
Bogdy was this close to wearing it, too.
He was. Unfortunately, Horse Girl stole his cloak, and he turned back into Sven. Most
No,
unfortuitous.
this is the best outcome. I think Bogly's worse than Sven.
You may be
Yeah.
right.
I agree.
See, Bogly's actually hostile.
And evil.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
All right. So you are in your last week of caravan travel. The city of Waterdeep is not that far away.
I want to fight Skarsdag.
What?
I'm going to fight Skarsdag.
Oh no.
Sven wants a rematch. He feels stronger all of a sudden, and he wants to use that to his advantage.
Do you just do this during one of the evenings everyone's resting?
Yeah.
All right. When you go approach Skarsdag and challenges him, he gives you a smile you could only describe as hungry.
That's good, right?
In most cases, no.
And he kind of
Sven's not used
Draws-
to it.
stabs his pole arm into the ground on the haft end and kind of opens his arms wide and says, "Here and now, or at a different time?"
Oh, I'm going to fight you. You're not going to run away, are you?
I am. Mm-hmm.
I will do no such thing. I am more than happy to fight. Are there any terms, or is this just a friendly duel?
I'm going to beat you up, because I'm not the same guy I was last time.
Fair enough. Corden, could you officiate our duel?
Sure.
And perhaps administer healing to your companion. He may need it.
Oh, probably not.
The only healing
Yeah.
that someone's going to need is going to be the only person who's going to use any healing is the
ain't gonna
only
heal it.
healing that's the only
Get him on the smart one back.
And it goes on.
While Sven is stuttering, Skarsag will take his polearm and he'll draw a rough 10-foot circle in the dirt as a dueling arena.
I thought that's the range you can reach.
His range
It's like
is 15
you step
feet, so he's being
in
generous.
here and you're going to die.
And when he finishes it up, he'll spin his polearm above his head and bring its point down and aim it at you and say, "Well, make the first move as challenger."
I have a question. Are quarterstaffs are those martial or simple,
Quarterstaves.
or are those exotic? Yeah.
I think they're simple.
Let me see.
By the way, Al, I'm gonna link my hopefully gonna link my character sheet here.
Mhm.
It's got all the spells and stuff on it. Just
It is
gonna
simple, Henry.
probably gonna bounce out around 10:15 because I'm going hunting tomorrow and I'm driving down to the farm to stay over. So
Okay.
I'm gonna try to
All
get.
right, that sounds good.
But I'll be around for a couple hours.
Yeah, that should be good.
And then there's this. That's my character sheet, and then I could give the.
Are you a beautiful level 5 cleric?
Oh, I gotta remember that I have heavy armor master. Yep, I'm a beautiful level 5 cleric. And then these are my notes too on just a notepad.
Alrighty. This is the good stuff.
Yeah, this is the stuff I've taken down. Oh, back when I could type with a W and an S. An E.
I mean, you can like just go to Target and like Walmart or something. Just pick up a $10 keyboard.
I'd rather just fix my computer so I don't have to sit here with a fucking fan and a keyboard and a mouse and all this other shit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a laptop or a desktop?
Laptop.
And you
Oh,
fix your keyboard, Ted.
I know. I keep saying that, and eventually I'll do it.
Yeah.
Problem is that I don't. Problem is that I basically get home and like don't want to leave, and then I also just like, yeah.
Yeah, I understand that.
mhm.
I like to use my computer when I get home from a long day of work.
Use
So,
it when it's fixed.
I know.
All right. Sven, what do you do? Garsdag is waiting for you to make the first move.
So quarterstaffs, they have a 10-foot pole, right? Or reach?
No.
They don't?
Nope.
What kind of garbage game is this? I was going to use the quarterstaff we got from
Uh,
the wizard.
The idea behind quarterstaves is they're one of the only versatile bludgeoning weapons. So you can use your strength or dexterity for them.
Oh, that's cool.
And the 1d6 is not a terrible damage die either.
Oh.
No, it's not. But I wanted to
Mr. Cat!
club him in the face with it. It's going to be great.
Yeah, are you listening? Are you there?
What?
I was just trying to see if Mr. Zephyr Solstice was around, but
Oh, he's
I
just
am here.
viewing.
yeah,
Yeah,
I know
I am
he's doing. Just kind of trying to get him to talk. How you doing, Pat?
Well, I mean, because I'm listening and I'm not in the game, there's not a whole lot I can say. I don't want to interrupt the game for you guys, so.
Yeah, you're fine.
But I am here. I am absolutely here.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to hear your voice, your sweet, sweet voice.
Oh, you're too kind.
I know. I try.
Where's Paul's sweet succulent voice though?
I know. I want to hear him groan about being old.
While these guys have Alex distracted, I'm going to go in for the attack.
Oh, do it! Get him! Sneak attack. You sneaky, sneaky, dumb fighter.
Give him the old 1-2
3, 4.
Ooh, I rolled nicely.
on the floor.
You declare a quarterstaff war. Oh,
Is
That will
a
hit. Yep, are you using a greatsword instead of a staff?
I am using my greatsword, yes.
All right.
Is that a hit? Swing again.
Both of those will hit.
I was worried I'd have to get into his reach. He wasn't going to give me the first strike, but I guess he's cocky, so.
You get him pretty good with
yeah.
your 2 hits on the greatsword. He definitely seems to be surprised by how competently you wield the sword.
I would be.
I think last time I rolled like a 1 or something. I had no luck.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's about right.
I got embarrassed, and like I think I took like 30 damage in one hit, or I don't know, it was something bad.
Something like that.
As you like nick him, and as he fails to dodge both times, he kind of grins and says, "I think it seems you have learned something." And he will drop his pole arm and draw his 2 scimitars
Ooh,
and swing at you with both of them.
this is incredibly exciting.
Hi. Was that the call? I told you he'd come in here sounding old.
The dulcet tones.
I'm struggling to walk right now. I'm not drunk.
Why are you
I
walking?
promise.
Yeah, why are you?
Henry, does 20 hit?
Just
Yes.
various putting Pierre to bed activities.
Fair enough.
I think with the great sword, I got like 17 AC. So
All right.
Oh, actually, never mind. I'll ask later.
You take 13 damage from his two scimitars as they both hit you.
okay.
You seem to be surprised. He seems to be as skillful at close range as he is with his polearm, which he is more well known for using, given his great height and reach. He's certainly a competent warrior. All right.
Does he not get multiple attacks?
No, he's not a high-level
He's
fighter.
not level 5. I guess he's got the Goliath levels or whatever. All right, that means it's my turn.
He's a high-level veteran.
Okay.
Veterans don't get multiple attacks.
Swing. Did it do twice?
Both of those will miss,
Oh
unfortunately.
no.
Seemingly used to the flow of battle at this point, Skarsdag weaves out of your sword blows, and he'll go in for 2 more swings.
Kitty.
How about 10 and 19?
The 19 hits.
10 damage.
All right.
He gives you a good slash on your side.
Still pretty healthy.
Yep.
I have
It's your
18
round.
con, so I'm pretty sturdy. All right, my turn.
Those are both big hits.
There we go. Big damage numbers.
And those big damage numbers knock him out.
You got him, boy.
I figured the multiple attacks would really come in handy.
Mhm.
It's a big fighter bonus.
As you get in 2 more quick hits with your sword, you kind of hear him make a big oof as he's winded as you slam the pommel of your greatsword into his gut. And he doubles over and falls to the ground unconscious, black and blue from the beating you gave him.
Wow.
I'm not sure how I got stronger, but I'm the best now.
That is the first and last time I will ever be impressed with you.
A couple of NPCs that were hanging out around watching this go on kind of cheer and sound a little surprised that Sven was able to beat what was considered to be the best warrior in the caravan.
Has Skarsdag got anybody to heal him up?
Oh, he's got a dwarf.
A dwarf who which one? Because ours doesn't heal.
I'm probably strong enough to kill that red wizard.
Did you just scream that out loud?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
The other NPCs that are standing around give you like weird looks, but they would just like ignore it. They're used to weird and inconsistent personality traits coming from your from Sven at this
I
point.
think Bogley made quite the scene in general.
Mhm.
I started this trip as Capel. I think.
Yeah.
Pajit will come over and punch Sven
No.
in the arm after that.
No, I think you started this as Sven, didn't you?
He started as Capel, I believe.
No, I started
Oh.
fairly competent, and then people like lost their
That's
good opinion
right.
of me
That's
like
right.
very quickly.
I think he rolled a natural 1 when he encountered Chad, Stacy, and Shocker for the first time,
Yeah,
and that's what happened.
Yeah.
It was very quick.
Yeah, Taijit will come over and give you a hard punch on the arm and say, "Oh, you did all right over there. Seems like you're back to your old self again."
I'm not sure what that means, but I'm really happy for some reason.
Well, if you're looking for another chance, look me up at the Prancing Pony in Waterdeep.
Oh, yes.
Are we ready for more Bogley?
And she'll give you a light brush on the shoulder and she'll leave.
Well, that's all I wanted to get done in the downtime.
Well, is there anything else anyone wants to do? This is the last week of caravan travel before you arrive in
I
Waterdeep.
will rejoin the group and just be like, well, I hope these things were going well in my absence. I was preparing for our grand arrival in Waterdeep, figuring out the connections I want us to talk to, and important people things.
Speaking of important things, the Oathbreaker that I saved, he mentioned that he worked for his master in Waterdeep was oh shit, I can't think of his name now.
Try to say it.
Zarathustra.
Yeah, Zarathustra. That's the name of your master, is it not?
Yes, indeed it is.
Very good. Perhaps you and the Oathbreaker will get along.
Yes, I am very interested in meeting this Hostbreaker now.
He's on his own horse behind my wagon.
Sadly, he has to sleep on the ground.
Yes. Saving him was not a popular thing I did.
He is hanging out over by one of the various campfires.
I'm going
Right now, eating dinner.
to. I guess I'll spend my last week just doing what I usually do, hanging out with Warren and
Yep.
the horses and stuff.
Getting that animal handling training.
Yeah.
Yep, with this last week of training, you are now freely proficient in animal handling.
Heck yeah.
And Corden is officially proficient in persuasion.
Ooh.
It's true. I do.
You also have the patience of a mountain.
That's a popular dwarf trait.
Also true.
Just dealing with this weird guy you've been hanging out with. Oh, let me tell you how to save more money. Don't spend it. Ah.
Stock markets.
I've learned much.
All right. So, would Gedwin like to go? Gedwin, is Elric your first name or last name or
First name.
what? First name. Okay, that's what I thought.
First
Gedwin,
name.
does he want to go meet with the Oathbreaker or wait for Travel to speak with him?
Well, while we're traveling, I kind of have my job duties as a bodyguard still, right?
You do.
Yeah, so I'll talk to him now while we're not traveling. And riding in back is such an inconvenient way to go with a caravan. You got to have the full caravan experience.
He's not in the back per se. He's just kind of
He's pretty
He's
close
just-
to where your wagon is, though.
yeah.
Also, I think our duties lessened with our first caravan master just eating it, and then the other one becoming kind of the leader of the whole caravan.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think their end game plan is they're just going to sell off the wares at what they can get for it when they arrive in Waterdeep, and each go their own way.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll be able to find time to speak with him during the week. He'll introduce himself as Carlin M. Awful. The word Oathbreaker is no longer written across his head, but he will introduce himself to you as a Harper, since your friends have already mentioned that you are one as well, and he will tell you that his mentor in Waterdeep and in person who brought him into the Harpers was a man named Zarathustra, and that he's like, your friends mentioned that you have a relationship with him.
Okay. Well,
Goodbye,
in the
Paul.
absence of Paul, I'm gonna ask.
I got like very disconnected for the past like 20 seconds because
Oh no!
I accidentally went in on my laptop to try and join video, except that overrode my being connected by my iPod. So
That's
I
no
lost
good.
all audio.
That would. Oh,
Yeah, you don't need to do video, Paul. You're good.
Yep.
yeah. I guess really quick though, I do want to ask that that arrow of cleaving I got, does it always come back to me? Like if I shoot it?
No,
Does it come...
you have to go get it after you shoot it.
Oh, you do? Okay.
The big thing is it's durable because of the magical enchantments. So it's
Yeah,
not
it's
going
not going to break
you.
after you.
You don't die.
It's not going to break in someone's rib cage either.
Yeah.
You
I just have to make sure I'm going to get a kill shot with it, basically.
Yep.
Yes, some dude just runs off with it in them.
Yeah. Oh, wouldn't that be great?
We still got you, Paul? Or...
Yep.
All right. Carlin Amoff will introduce himself to you as a Harper, and he will say that his mentor is someone is the person who brought him into the Harpers. Is named Zarathustra, and he says your companions have mentioned that you have some sort of relationship with him.
Yes, you see, he is. He is my mentor as well. He has been teaching me the ways of the bard.
I see. Yes, the bards and Harpers have generally gone along together. Many Harpers are bards as they travel around and gather information. I know that his particular task as a Harper was to stay close to the Gedwin family and keep an eye on their activities, as no disrespect, they were not always honest dealings per se.
No disrespect taken. I know I know we. So, but that is surprising to me. That explains why we met in such a strange circumstance. I thought it was coincidence that he found me.
I think there may have been more at work here than either of us would have initially thought.
He did not tell me anything about the Harpers until after I was inducted myself. He was more interested in me growing in independence and learning how to get out on my own as an adventurer.
Which are all traits that the Harpers advocate for. So I would say that he was already training to become a Harper from day one.
Interesting.
Well, I will get back to the road. I am still considered an oathbreaker by a lot of the other travelers in the caravan, and you don't want to sully your reputation by traveling too much with me.
Wait, but first, what specifically should I be watching out for with my family? Because we are we their area of strength is the Waterdeep, of course, and I don't want to know that they are on our bad side right now, that they are with the cult.
Carlin will kind of look around, and he'll eye uneasily the cultist wagons at the front of the caravan, and he will say, "Let us speak more of this when we arrive in Waterdeep, and we can put some safer distance between us and the cult members."
Oh, the intrigue. I see. This is a thing. I will keep my distance.
Aye, we shall split off and meet up when we arrive to Waterdeep. All right. Is there anything else anyone would like to do in this last week of travel? Because at the end of the week, you will be in Waterdeep.
I don't think so. I think just keep doing what I'm doing. Spend my time with my employers in Warrend, and just keeping a general eye on the cultists whenever I can.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of thing. See if I notice anything out of the ordinary.
You roll perception.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
It's
You think you notice them as a little bit more on edge this last week of travel, perhaps given the thievery you've committed, but you don't notice anything besides that.
okay. It's a heck of a first roll.
All right, and with that, the rest of the road to Waterdeep is pretty peaceful. You noticed this a little bit last week, but as you get closer and closer to Waterdeep, the road becomes more populated as there's travel coming in and out from the city, going out to the various small farming communities and towns around the city that are close to it for protection. And it isn't long before, on the last day of travel, you see the great city of Waterdeep in the distance. All right. And as soon as you arrive at the city, almost immediately, the merchants, the teamsters, the caravan leader, they start to split off and go their own ways to sell their merchandise and whatever else their business in the city is. And each of you receive your payment from your providers. Sven and Gedwin, you both get 60 gold pieces for your work. The person who hired you may have passed, but Letta still considers her duties as the replacement seriously, and you both split the bodyguard and guard duties on the way here, so you both get kind of a split payment.
Julio.
Corden, you are given 120 gold from Lai, who tells you to spend it wisely and save, and perhaps consider investing it in the Bank of Waterdeep, which is a well-known bank. They have managed my money for many years, and I've never had a problem. Very good.
Didn't he almost die?
If you want,
think
I
he's
can
had
give you a
problems.
referral. If you want, I can give you a referral, and you can get a platinum membership. Very exclusive.
Shit, I guess I'll take that if I find use for it.
Nuhar and Selvik, Ravon, they offer you either payment or a mystery item from the wagon.
Ooh.
Right back.
Payment will be 120 gold pieces.
I will gladly take an item. It has been an honor working with you both.
Nuhar will give you some Elven sign language, or to say it's been an honor to work with and know you. We shall feel free to look us up again should you ever need more work. And Selvik will say, here, this is a weapon that was given to us for protection, but after our experiences with you and your companions, we believe that we will not be needing it. And when you take it out, it is an Elven Quick Blade. It is a +1 dagger that anyone can use. It does not require attunement, and using it to attack is a bonus action.
Oh, wow.
And that includes using it for melee or as a throwing weapon.
Okay.
And it's also versatile.
Where did my sheet go? What? Oh.
All the various NPCs you met will bid you farewell. You can say goodbye to Skarsdag, to Nuhar, Selvik, Letta, Warrand.
I barely even met these guys.
Aren't they great?
I'll be back in 1 more minute.
Yeah,
Sven just kinda
I'll go
wanders
say.
off.
I'll go say
Bade-
my goodbye to.
Bade will wave you goodbye.
Yeah.
I have
Tried
money,
to wave
and there's an
goodbye.
arena here. I think.
Enam Tobam will wave goodbye. Chad, Stacy, and Chonkers will not
no.
wish you goodbye and just kind of vanish into the city.
Is there an arena in Waterdeep?
Not that you're aware of.
No.
There might be a secret underground one.
Some
But
sort of
you're not
gambling
aware-
ring? I have cash I need to spend. Wisely. Investing. Sven's gonna look for an arena.
All right.
Yeah, I guess I'll give Bade a reluctant nod, like a quick yeah. All right.
They'll grin and raise an open bottle of wine to you and just drink heavily from it.
And then and then I'll go talk to Warren and I'll say thank you for teaching me how to handle horses better.
Oh, it has been my pleasure, Ravon. You're such a kind, somber, strong man.
Dark and handsome.
Thank you. Dark and handsome.
A little bit too mysterious for my tastes, but you are a good friend.
Oh no.
Oh no. Ravon will say yes.
That Gedwin though.
Thank you.
Can you introduce me?
Yeah. But yeah, he'll say his thank yous and say, hopefully we'll meet again someday, and I can pay you back. And he will head out.
Mm-hmm. And she will vanish into the city with the other Teamsters.
I'm honestly at this point more interested in meeting with the outcast rather than meeting with any connections that I might have in the city.
And while all the other NPCs split, once everyone's kind of dispersed and you're just kind of hanging out with Carlin, Gemna Gleamsilver, the rock gnome, will pop up with you guys and say, so are you guys keeping an eye on where the cult wagons are going?
Yes, I mean,
I've noticed they've started to head into the north part of the city. And I'd like to stick with you until we discern where they are going and why.
I'd say that's a good plan. Hopefully you don't mind. Actually, where is Carlin at right now?
Carlin's hanging out with you.
Okay, so is he like right next to me?
The party's just all hanging out together right now. You've met up after you've said your goodbyes and everyone's dispersed. So
Okay,
right now it's the party, Carlin, and Gemna Gleamsilver.
Minus Finn.
I'd like to watch and I'd like to watch Gemna as she sees Carlin.
She kind of flits a look at him and then ignores him.
Okay.
And
Also, before we go any further,
Mhm.
Gilded gift of glitter gold, great grinning god of yore, grant good luck to young and old, glean gold and gain galore. All right.
oh, that's another 20.
All right. We're going to save something tonight.
Yeah.
Carlin will turn to all of you and say, well, should we go meet with Zarathustra?
Sounds like a good plan.
I think that would be a very good idea.
All right. Well, step lightly and follow me. We'll go to our rendezvous point, and he will turn on his heels and start quick stepping into the city.
Right.
You guys have a little bit of trouble keeping up with him. It seems like he's very familiar with Waterdeep and the ways and how the streets kind of wean and twist themselves around. But you never lose track of him, and you're not sure if that's due to your own ability to navigate and keep up with him, or if he just knows the city well enough that, and the exact pace needs to go at for you to not lose track of him. As you start heading into the city, you realize you're heading more into the center instead of going north where the cult wagons are. At this point, Gemna Gleamsilver will say, you know what? You guys go do what you need to do. I'm going to head north and keep an eye on the Cult of the Dragon. I'll find you when you head north. And she'll vanish into the city.
Mm.
After about 20 minutes of walking, you find yourselves in another supply shop. Not unlike the one in Baldur's Gate. There's no one at the door, though, and it is closed when you try to approach it. Carlin will grin, and he'll open his mouth and kind of wiggle a tooth around in there, and he'll pull out a small key and open the front door with it. And once inside, longbow. And once you're inside, it is a supply shop, but there's also a wide array of weapons on the walls, as well as various magical ingredients. So you see like bat wings and bat guano and chalk and small lumps of silver, just kind of a whole array of ingredients for spell casting and rituals. And Carlin will call out when he enters. Where is it? How does the harp play this night? And an almost melodious voice will call from the back. Plucked with strings made of silver. And a man in his early 60s, late 50s, you can't quite tell, wearing a beautiful multicolored coat, will emerge from the back. And he will run over to greet Carlin. Oh, Carlin, I have not seen you for so long. I was worried when I had not heard from you for days. And Carlin kind of grinned and say, yeah, they kind of caught me when I was with them, and they buried me up to my head. But this wonderful group of adventurers dug me up, and it turned out that they are also with us. And I believe you know one of them. Elric
I
Gedwin.
wave excitedly. You may not recognize me. I am in disguise as the common person.
Yes, you did always appreciate the finer garbs, Elric. And Zarathustra will
This
embrace you
reminds me
in
of-
a hug, and I have missed you so. Tell me, how have your travels been? I feel like it has been ages since we last saw each other.
Well, I start by saying, this reunion reminds me of one of your famous poems. The old pond, a frog leaps in, sound of the water. I do not know what it means, but
That is part of poetry, is it not?
yes,
I've been
well,
working on a couple of revisions for it. I feel that the prose could be improved. And so, here is my newest rendition. The silent old pond, a mirror of ancient calm. A frog leaps in. Splash, hark, the water's music. Silence again. It could use some work still, but I do not think it is too bad.
Is it silent because
Oh
the frog
my.
died?
Ah, I've seen that you are not only disguise yourself as a common man to avoid detection, but you have increased your disguise by bringing with it the common man himself. But please introduce me to your companions.
What happens next? Is the frog okay?
Well, this gentleman is Sven Short Sword. He is a he is a complicated fellow.
I work out.
Sometimes
I work out sometimes.
he talks different. I think I haven't really. I don't know. He is our group's fighter, and we also have Cordin. Believe it or not, he has saved my life on some occasions with his healing magic that he sometimes deigns to use. And the one who is smirking under his hood is Ravan. He is a woodsman of sorts. And I suppose that is all of them.
Well, if you have brought them here and they have been brought into the fold of the Harpers,
Oh, how's
then
how's
they
the
must
harp playing?
be some of the finest among the people around.
Oh yes,
And-
we make do. We've been making great strides in undermining the the evil dragon cult.
Mm. Yes, they are a problem, but I think we will be fine now that you have brought such good companions. A dwarf is always sound of heart and sturdy of mind. A fair weather companion always. I have never met a bad one.
Whoever's got the mask should bring that out. By the way,
Gordon,
yeah. Show that off.
I don't think he's here right now.
I'm here now.
Oh,
Back.
yeah.
I got my coffee. We found this interesting artifact tucked in with the Gauntlet of Torm and all the other goods. Not entirely sure what it is, but can tell you it's not something that Not something we want in unsavory hands, that's for sure. Then I'll where did I write that down? I didn't because my fucking keyboard doesn't work. So I show off. It was like a dragon's mask, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll take out the dragon's mask and place it in front of him. Or it.
Is this the one of the masks of the dragon? One of the hideous objects that the cult needs to complete the ritual?
Ah. Is there some way we could destroy this thing? Keep it away from them forever.
I will have to look into it. I'm afraid that magic is not my strongest suit, but there are others who are more skilled in it who could tell us more. I would almost be hesitant to destroy it, however, for there are many tales in this of powerful evil artifacts that, when destroyed, cause consequences and unleash greater evils than when they are contained to simple objects. This is something to be handled delicately and with great care.
It probably shouldn't be in our hands then, for much longer.
Well, I will hang on to this for now and look into it, but can I believe if you have held on to it and it has come to no harm, then I may return it to you and entrust you with its care, should the need arise.
See, Gordon is right. We have had a tendency of just kind of bumbling our route. But we've been bumbling into success.
I suppose that's one way to look at it.
Is no, Gemna didn't come with us, did she?
No, she is stalking the cult.
I am, if I may. We met a gnome named Gemna Gleamsilver.
That is correct.
Yeah, Gleamsilver. Do you know of her?
I cannot say the name is familiar to me, but there are many people I am not familiar with.
Very well. That's all I wish to know.
And Ravan, you must be a half-elf, I assume.
And how do you know?
More like
Every voice is unique, but there are some that share traits, and I can hear the melodious undertones of the beautiful elven race in your voice, despite your gruff humanity doing its best to mask it. It almost breaks my heart to hear someone trying to shield their heritage and the beautiful art that could be drawn from it.
You're very perceptive.
Of many things I am, yes. But, Gedwin, there is something I must discuss with you. It is perhaps most opportunistic that you are here with us.
Hey, I have a treasure
Your
sword.
Hold one moment, Sir Sword. I am most eager to hear of this treasure sword, but first, I have important business to discuss with young Gedwin. You see, Sir Sword, his father, Idio, has called all his sons to meet together tomorrow evening.
Hideo Kojima?
Similar, but no. Iddio, Iddio. It is older name. With and it is interesting when you know the origins of that word. Perhaps it means says something about the man, but no. And I believe it is important that you be there because I am all but certain that your family and particularly your father is involved with this cult of the dragon in some way.
Didn't we intercept a letter or something that suggested such a thing?
Yeah, I think it was from Zoroaster Zarathustra himself.
Oh, was it?
I think so.
Oh.
He sent a letter to Gedwin.
Oh, I thought it was something that we found on a cultist or something. Huh. Carry on.
I don't know if I will be able to get your companions in on the dinner, but certainly you at the very least should be in attendance. So tell me about this treasure sword of yours, Mr. Shortsword. While Gedwin is busy thinking about his involvement.
So I've got a handle. He pulls out the handle, of course. This treasure sword. I show him the handle. I show him the note that went with it too. What does he think?
May I see your handle, Mr. Shortsword?
I hand it over.
I may have a resolution. So he will take your handle and he will hold it up, admire it, and say, "This is fine craftsmanship indeed. I believe... yes. And he will go to the wall and he will look at the different swords and blades upon it. And he will take a blade off the wall. It looks quite nice. There's some sort of inlay in it. And he will... gold leaf inlay, you think. And he will take it, and he will take the blade, and he will jiggle with it a little bit, and you'll hear like a click as it jams into the hilt
Oh no!
of your sword. Yes, I think this will fix your treasure sword. What do you think?
Is that a treasure sword?
I would say this sword is quite the treasure, yes. And he
I'm
will
gonna take
offer
it from
you
him.
the sword back. All right.
All right,
You now have a silver sword. It
should
does
work
-1 damage on every hit because it's made of silver. But
Does
it looks very nice and could be sold as a trinket.
And with that, Sven's quest came to an end.
Or it began. Maybe I could find a whole bunch of blades for it.
Mhm.
This is the best treasure sword ever.
Oh,
Yeah. I think Paul was able to catch most
Is it
of
minus
what
1 to damage or to hit?
Joe said to him.
basically, I managed to get audio back when the treasures when Sven was examining the treasure sword or whatever.
All right. So did you hear Zarathustra say that your dad's calling a meeting of all his sons tomorrow? And,
No.
and
I
that you
also
should be there because he
Right.
suspects involvement in the cult of the dragon.
So I am hurt that I did not get the invite. I mean, he hasn't known my location as far as I know for 2 years now.
Yes, this may not be a meeting he was either hoping you would not attend, or perhaps, as was suggested, you are too on the move for him to get in contact with you. And especially if you have been disguising yourself as a common man, then perhaps it was impossible for him to find you.
He has 15 other sons to keep track of. His little baby boy, he probably just does not care. I am hurt.
Yes, it is a lot of children to keep track of. Well,
I might want to attend this meeting anyway, either as myself or as the 15th. He is the closest in appearance to me.
as I understand it, all of your brothers will be in attendance, so perhaps it is best that you go as you...
He might not make it in attendance.
That is perhaps one way that this could be done. So it'll be your youngest brother, Giovanni, that will not be in attendance.
No, we are all Elric Gedwin. My father is Elric Gedwin the First. His first son is Elric Gedwin the Second, and the third and the fourth.
That doesn't make
all the way up
sense.
to me. I am Elric Gedwin the 17th.
That makes zero sense.
Was Giovanni the first, huh? Come on. Forget about it.
Please, you know this is about my family. My father is a very vain.
That is true, but I had to come up with a name to differentiate you all. For example, Elric Gedwin II, I have named Amani. Elric Gedwin III, I have named Gianni. Elric Gedwin IV, I named Secondo. Elric Gedwin V, I named Cosmo. Elric Gedwin VI, I named Carmelo. Elric Gedwin VII, I named Federico. Elric Gedwin VIII, I named Tony. Elric Gedwin IX, I named Romeo. Elric Gedwin X, I named Leonardo. Elric Gedwin XI, I named Dante. Elric Gedwin XII, I named Enzo. Elric Gedwin XIII, I named Giovanni. Elric Gedwin, you are still Elric Gedwin to me. You did not get a special name.
Oh, I get to keep my.
And of course,
my own
Elric Gedwin the 15th was named Matteo, and of course, Elric Gedwin the 16th, your youngest brother, Salvatore.
Well, you do have a way with language. It does not surprise me you would come up with so many words for.
Yes, it is not that Elric Gedwin is not a beautiful name. It's just difficult to keep track of all 16 of you with that. So I have used my, as you said, my flowery language to give them more beautiful names, each unique to their personalities.
And I bet they have caught on to your naming convention too.
Hey, cousin
You have
Tony, we need
always
you to
held-
work at the family pizzeria.
You have always held
Hey, we're going to count at the ping pong, eh?
quite repute with my family.
For example, you may not know this, but your Elric Gedwin the 7th, Tony, he has been very successful in the import-export business from Baldur's Gate.
Oh.
Baldur's Gate. I knew I should have beat him to that. Well, I've never done any business in my life, I suppose.
We import jumps and we export bodies. See, that's how it works around here.
And it's been interesting to know that the 4th and 5th and 6th brothers in your family, Carmelo, Federico, and Cosmo, they have been very successful in the protection business. Although I think their protections have been maybe used for unsavory group outside of the family.
You're talking about the Bobolinsky group, huh?
The Bobolinsky group, why they have not operated in Waterdeep for over a year now. The Gedwins have, I would say, outcompeted them, but there was some more unsavory activity going on there as well. Bomboni Babalinsky is no more. I believe that the Gedwin family is perhaps on the crux of positioning themselves on the Council of Waterdeep itself as one of the elite families. Perhaps this business with the cult is a way of them trying to increase their influence.
Is it with the cult now? Maybe I should have paid more attention when I was living with them instead of just my flighty pastimes and like eating and drinking and philandering and whatever. I can't
Yes,
even.
there was this thing called 5th edition that changed the name of Lords of Waterdeep to Council. Something about gender equality and patriarchal names. I don't quite understand it myself, but the ways of the world are mysterious to me.
Ravan, where did you find that cat? That could be a stray.
It just came to me. It really wants attention.
That is the shop cat. They're always attracted to those given themselves to nature. We have named him Dweezil.
This is Dweezil.
But I'm sure that you are tired after your day of travel. You are
Yes.
welcome to stay here. We do have rooms in the back of the shop set up for harpers who are in transit. Otherwise, if you have other business to do in Waterdeep before tomorrow, you are more than free to do what you wish.
Where's the arena?
The arena?
We
I'm not aware of any arena in Waterdeep.
We have money,
but-
and I need to make an investment. I need to make this money grow. It's gonna.
There is no fighting arena, but there are people who set up sideshow attractions on the streets, such as arm wrestling competitions or games of chance as a way to win money.
Expand. My 60 gold pieces is gonna turn into 65 gold pieces. I'm gonna make an investment.
Perhaps there you'll find more success there in Neverwinter to the north. I hear they're always fighting amongst each other to keep their blood warm in the cold winter.
Oh, I've been there. It's not very fun.
You've been to Neverwinter.
Don't ask him such complicated questions.
Yeah, Sven's got nothing more to do today.
Don't ask Sven any questions more than yes or no questions.
You're probably
Like, don't ask even ask ones with yes as answer.
We need to do some skill checks so I can roll in that one again.
Oh, how?
Get me my Capel. He's reasonable.
Well, if there's nothing else anyone wants to do or speak with Zoroaster right now, he will say he has other business to do tonight before he turns in, and he will leave.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
I'm good too. I don't want to go around town too much in case I've got like 16 people that could recognize me any second. That's more. That's 16 times as many people as will recognize any of these schmucks.
So I'm pretty curious, who's got magic weapons and who doesn't have them? Because we do have money to spend as well.
I got that awesome lightning spear that I haven't ever used.
Shopping kind of sounds a little boring, but we also.
I mean, I got that sick dope bow, and now that cool arrow.
Didn't you steal a ring?
I did
What is
way
wrong
early
with you?
on. I stole a ring, and I think I have a cloak of protection as well, a cloak of resistance.
I've got a cloak I'm really excited about.
I could probably do with better armor. I think.
Yeah, same.
I got chainmail.
I have breastplate, which is decent, but there's probably something magical I could find. I do have a 20.
You do.
So sleep the night
Nice
away and then
disco,
shop in the
lady.
morning. I guess is my game plan.
Yeah, I think that sounds good. We're probably pretty tired at this point.
What time was the mafioso meeting?
Late evening, 10 p.m.
Tomorrow, late evening.
Yep.
Okay,
You'll
so
have
we got-
about 20. You have a day to figure out what you want to do.
All right. Well, I'm going to go to Giovanni's tailor and get an identical outfit to one that he customarily would wear.
Yeah, you. It's not difficult to find the tailor that your family would usually use. You all kind of, when you were being raised and you had to wear like the proper clothing.
Oh, Giovanni was a jerk wagon. He's got his own tailor.
He has his own tailor. Wow.
Yeah, he dresses super fancy.
All right. So it sounds like because he was a jerk wagon, went to his own tailor, that he dressed up in his own, like he would try to stand out.
Yes.
All right.
All the other
So-
Gedwins like to wear blue. He wears stinking red.
Everyone else is like really ruffled, like gilded nobles outfits, and he's just got a smoking jacket.
Yeah, so based on what I'm hearing, I will post this in the gallery. This is the outfit that you're going to come out with, because this is what Elric Edwin the 15th or Giovanni wears.
Let's take a look.
Oh,
So how quick could you knock one of those out for me in my size?
Well, we have a
Bada
lot of
bing,
these
bada boom.
in your size. It turns out that we have a client who is very popular, who the style of outfit is very popular with, so we always have a couple of extra on hand. If you let us take your measurements now, we'll have it nice and fitted for you tomorrow.
This can be done. All right.
Alrighty then, we'll see you tomorrow. 9 a.m. sharp is when we open. And she will bid you good day. Anyone have any other
We got more
nighttime
shopping
business?
to do.
No, I'm not feeling comfortable in the city, so I'm going to hole up in my room. I'd rather explore the city in our group than go out alone.
Sounds good. And any other shopping can be done tomorrow as well. So
I feel like there's like a whole bunch of random miscellaneous stuff I want to get. Should I do that like in between sessions or?
if you just want to make a list now, that's fine. It's not. I don't think there's gonna be too much involvement for everyone during tomorrow's meeting, unless you can persuade your way in as bodyguards.
Did Bade pay me for the time I was under his employ? Was that a
Yes,
thing?
he did. He did.
What is
That's why you got the full. Actually, no, he didn't. You didn't ask at the time, and he's more than happy not to pay you. So
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
do you want it? I don't think you'd want his blood money anyway.
No.
It's Feed it to the
All right.
horses.
All right, so day will turn. So night will rotate, and there are no incidences during the night. And you wake up the next day, and Carlin is munching on something when you wake up, and he'll wave hello. But Zarathustra is not around.
Tell me, is there a good weapon store or an armory?
He'll kind of look around the room you're in, which has plenty of weapons on the walls, and say, "Yeah, this place is pretty good."
Do we purchase these, or are we free to equip ourselves?
You are harpers. You are free to equip yourselves, especially when you are about to go on a potentially dangerous mission.
We talking masterwork here, or
All of this equipment is mundane. There's a couple of pieces of silver equipment, but nothing beyond that.
Any armor that looks? I'm specifically looking for magical. Leather
There's no
or-
magic.
I'll take
equipment here.
half plate. We got any of that?
Yeah, there's a half plate. It's kind of awkward because a lot of half plate, full plate stuff is made to like fit the person. So you're just kind of cobbling together different pauldrons or like side pieces.
I could take it to a shop.
Maybe. You can't really take it to a shop because it's like size to fit X height, but you can like cobble together pieces of
Okay.
armor together from what here and make half plate from that.
Well,
If you wanted full plate though, you'd have to like actually go get it custom.
Yeah,
made.
I figured full
I'm-
plate was a little out of the question.
specifically looking for more magical items.
Ah. Well, there's a place I can take you to. Follow me. And he'll get up and leave the shop.
All right, I'll follow. Hopefully, this place gives good discounts to Harper's.
He'll lead you through a couple of different streets, but it's not too far away. He'll take you to something called the Tan My Hide Leather Emporium.
Okay.
And inside, there's you're actually kind of surprised to see Hobgoblin at the storefront, kind of leaning down on his chin, being idle, and he'll perk up when Carlin comes in and says, "Oh, I'm awful. It's good to see you. How you been? Is that a man back there who's gonna buy my leather?"
With any luck, yes.
Perfect. My name's Dunny the Goblin. And the Hobgoblin will offer your a hand to shake.
I'll reach out my hand slowly to give him a handshake.
He'll like take it, and when he takes your hand and pulls you forward, it feels like your shoulder's gonna get ripped off. And you shake your hand enthusiastically. Welcome. I make the finest damn leathers in the whole Waterdeep. And I got my wizard in the back room. He does something I don't know what, but think of him as like he's the back of the shop. I'm the front. I'm the personality that sells goods. What do you need? You want blue leather, red leather, brown, natural? We got it natural and untanned and unhided, so you can just wear the animal yourself.
Looking for something better than the breastplate I currently have.
Better than a breastplate. Oh, others ain't gonna be as tough as that.
Not even with a magical enhancement.
With a magical enhancement, might be able to do something special for you, but those don't come cheap.
I imagine.
We
don't
got
have-
this specialty thing called a +1. +1 is our baseline. If you want to get some, say, studded leather at +1, that's going to run you about 1,000 gold pieces. And then we got our next tier for our high-end customers, +2. When you want +2, that's 5,000 gold.
Uh,
This is high-end
afraid-
leathers.
a bit out of my.
These are high-end leathers.
I see.
Now this pappy up here, and he'll like take it, and there's like a wet smacking sound as he hits like a piece of leather on the walls that has a red dye on it. This will protect you from fire. 2,000 gold protect you from fire. And all those other colors, we got one for cold, we got one for lightning, we got one for the acid, and we got one for the necrotic. That's black leather.
uh,
Black leather is our most popular leathers, but I don't think it's for the necrotics.
I can imagine.
Yellow, that's radiant.
Well,
But long story short, +1 leather armor is 1,000, +2 leather armor is 5,000. If you want protection from a certain element, that's 2,500 on top of the +1 or +2, or you can just buy it with elemental protection without the +1 for 2,500.
so basically, it's pretty.
Stuff is expensive in
much-
Waterdeep,
Yeah.
but you're gonna
Um,
be able to find pretty much anything.
yeah. Uh,
So apparently half plate's worse than chainmail. I forgot about that.
Yep, congratulations, you have half plate.
I dropped it. It's useless to me. I don't have the strength either to equip splint mail.
No, the
Need
strength
15,
requirements are
I
pretty
got
harsh.
14.
hmm I think full plate needs 17 strength.
It's also 15. Some good AC though.
hmm
I bet Corden could get some splint or full plate, you know.
how much is
Spend some money.
much armor class does the studded leather +1 give?
Let me look this up. I don't think it's.
Pretty well equipped. I don't think I can afford full plate yet either.
Actually, I suppose I could just look it up.
Studded leather is 12 plus dex modifier.
Yep. But the thing with John, what's your dex modifier?
3.
Yeah, so because you can add your full modifier for stud leather, a +1 stud leather would give you 16 AC.
Yeah, any
That's
medium
actually
armor is
max.
going to give you a -1 on the dex because it's dex 2 max. So the studded
Yeah,
leather is the best option.
It's breastplate's actually better.
Mhm.
I don't
Ish.
have a.
But you'd be
There's
losing-
a
you'd be losing
point where
dex.
there's a point where when you start increasing your dexterity, that having the lighter armor is going to benefit you more.
Yeah. Well, right now I don't have a penalty. That's why I got the breastplate. It's because I don't have a penalty.
You get full plate and have no dex bonus.
That would be bad. I'll probably just keep the breastplate for now and just have my luck out on the road.
All right.
I'm afraid most of this armor is just too rich for my blood. But if I ever do need a good protection, I will come back.
God, don't remember. If you don't got Dunny, you'll be done in.
I believe that.
All right. Carl will take you back to the Harper hideout
Okay.
and say, well, that was fun.
That was interesting. You know some interesting people.
Well, that's the way of the Harper. You get to know a lot of interesting people.
I see.
Any other shopping anyone else wants to
That's
do?
all I'm going to do for now.
Godwin's suit is ready for pickup.
I
It's, the
burst
spitting
back
image
into
of-
the Harper headquarters, just swinging a cane around.
Well, for one, I'm totally out of ball bearings right now.
Yeah, or
You are the spitting image of Elric Godwin the 15th.
we do the same thing. We don't use strings at all with so it is a lot more work, but it's a lot more fun.
So, the party members presumably just like totally ignore my demonstration. They're just kind of used to my antics by now.
Mm-hmm. All right, that seems like you want
I
any
actually
mundane equipment you want to buy. You can
change
just go
out
buy
of that
it.
though, because I do.
You want to attract attention? Quite yet?
No, so I'll change out of that, and then I want to do some
Always.
espionage.
Sometimes I need it.
All
I
right.
bring Sven.
Can we see the cost of things here?
Cost of things are going to be whatever's in the player's handbook for all mundane equipment.
Cereal. Or you know.
That's
Yeah.
the problem.
Yeah, but still.
We can't find how much ball bearings cost.
I don't really have a player's handbook.
So it was
Not handy, at
I
least.
think they're. Hang on, I got you. They are 1 gold for 2 pounds. For a bag, or a bag of 1,000
yeah.
is 1 gold.
As long as they beat it. Right? Right. Yeah, I hope your night goes better. Just don't let thoughts of him like
So,
worry you.
Alex, do I know if the if my family all lives separately, or if they live in one kind of compound?
They all live separately for the most part, but they have, if not like the big, they have pretty nice estates for the most part in Waterdeep.
Okay, so yeah, if Henry's willing to go, I want to bring him to go to Giovanni's house.
Excuse me, the name is Sven Shortsword, and I have 10 ball bearings now, and I have less money. I'd also like to equip the Ion Stone, the Ion Stone of Reserve. I believe we
Yes.
haven't used any spells on it yet, so I'm looking
Nope.
forward to finding out what those are. I saw the Cloak of Billowing, but I have that
No,
tied
you
around
don't.
my neck.
Nope, it was never taken back from Carlin. He still has it. But you can take it from him now.
I'm
He's
just
here.
taking it from him.
All right.
Sven picks that up and ties it around his neck like a cape.
All right. So where is Gedwin going?
I'm going to Giovanni's house, and I'm bringing Henry, and
Sven,
I'm bringing Sven, and I'm gonna knock on the door.
that's a stupid hat.
No, I don't have that hat. I've got my normal clothes.
All right. Elric Gedwin the 15th, or Giovanni, as Zarathustra said, is not have the nicest house in your family due to still being relatively young compared to the rest of them, but still nice for Waterdeep. You knock on the door, and your younger brother Giovanni answers it. He opens the door, and he's kind of like, "Now, who is to come a calling to me?" And he says as he opens the door, and he just kind of looks like stupefied as he sees someone in almost his spitting image staring back at him.
I think Paul's saying
So
he's not
if you-
wearing that.
Yeah, I'm not wearing.
Not
I'm
wearing
wearing my normal clothes.
Oh, all right.
He can still be
He says-
stupefied though. I
Yeah,
have a cape.
because he's seeing his long lost baby brother.
Ah, and he'll like throw his arms wide with a big grin and say, "Ah, brother Elric Gedwin, you're the 14th, right?
No. I'm
17th.
17.
Oh, younger brother Elric, the 17th. So good it is to see you. You have been gone for so long." And he'll take your fingers and go mwah 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 and kiss them. Come in, come in. And he'll invite you in.
I
Your
hug him
brother
back.
lives alone, as far as you're aware. You must tell me of your travels. It has been, I believe, 2 years since I have last seen you, and bid you farewell as you went off on your bardic journeys. Tell me of the songs, the stories, the tales that you have seen.
Well, you see, I spent most of that time as just a trainee, just learning the stuff.
Yes, the bardic.
Just now, and I play let's see what. Oh man, I don't have any very impressive spells.
You got any new ones for level 5?
We're Poopa level 5?
You are.
Oh man.
Boy, I sure want to write in the chat
make,
more
like,
to level up.
Lasers bleed out of my eyes with my level 5 spell. No, I'll just do Thunderclap for now. And
That's a good one.
I'm like, look what I can do! And then I just like jump on his table and just go wham with the guitar, and then just like all his furniture and crap just goes flying. I'm a bona fide adventurer now. I can do this, and I did this to the not dragon, not cultist. They were the goblin, perfectly orthodox religion clerics that I did this to.
The goblin perfectly orthodox religion clerics. Wow. Can't be having goblins run around doing that sort of thing.
Yes, you see, we
I
saved
thought
the
you
town
did that when
from.
we were fighting the... Are you going to stop me?
I shut him up. This is my
You are doing quite well for yourself, younger brother. You even have a hired man to protect you.
yes. This is. Well, I'm looking for an upgrade between you and me.
After hearing him speak, I do not blame you. Well, of course, the entire family is getting together tonight. That is why you are back. You have received father's summons.
Yes. That is why. I was wondering if I could have a words with you in private.
Oh, but of course. And he'll turn to Sven and say, "You, I have my dogs have their shit that needs to be cleaned up in the yard. Go, take care of it for me." And he'll like.
Oh no,
take
he stays. He is
No,
deaf.
I go.
No, stay.
Can I do a handle animal roll?
Yeah, you can do animal handling. There's like 3 like little floofy what are they called? Yorkshire Terriers in the back.
Yeah.
They don't seem to be well taken care of.
I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts, by the way.
I give them a treat.
I'll get some surface thoughts. I'm not going to probe any deeper.
All right. The biggest like surface thought you seem to be getting coming back to you is kind of a what is he scheming? It's and just like so distrust. You're getting a lot of distrust. You're getting a lot of like confusion about why you're here.
Some envy
Right
about
now.
the bodyguard.
No,
He doesn't have a bodyguard, does he?
not that you see.
All
It's
right,
another butler, isn't it?
I will pretend to poison a drink as I pass one to him.
I'm not fighting no butlers, Paul. I'm not fighting them.
Do you like pretend to poison it like very obviously?
Oh yeah. Just
He'll chuckle and shake his head. Oh, brother, you are still not practiced enough at this yet, but I applaud your effort. But I must, as you know, there is a punishment involved.
Take his finger.
We will set this aside for your man to drink, and then you'll get that upgrade you so want.
Oh, it's not his finger. This is terrible.
But
against poison.
But I applaud your efforts. Then the surface thoughts you're getting from him during this process is you feel like he's almost proud of you for doing this, and you're kind of getting a sense of he's now like the family.
Have I befriended the animals?
You have. They like you.
All right, what are some other guys doing?
I don't know. What are Corden and Ravon doing?
It's a good question.
It is. It's been a while since I have sat in a proper temple and prayed to Torm, so I think I'll at least spend a day doing that. And preferably, if it's a large enough one that might contain a library, I might do some reading about the town and about the city. Around to see if there's. I guess I'm going to kind of poke around and see what I can learn about Tiamat and see if I can glean any clues as to what the cultists might be trying to achieve or rather, what exactly might occur should the cultists be able to continue with their scheme.
Didn't we already find that out?
What you know generally what they're trying to do, but you don't know any details.
Okay.
Like you know that they're trying to bring Tiamat back, but you don't know like where that's
why.
happening, how they plan to do it,
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
Okay. Where did Gemna say she was going? She just said she was going to kind of
spying on the north sector where the
spying on the
dragon
north.
cults went.
Yeah, I think I'm going to also see if I can find her and do some sneaking with her.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll do Corden first, but Corden, you don't have any issues if you just ask around finding the Temple of Torm. Torm is a relatively major deity.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a pretty nice temple for him here. But roll a religion check.
Okay. Let me put up my character sheet. Character sheets, there we go. What? Oh. Damn it.
You did good.
You did good. All right. So there are a couple other religions around here. You know that there's a big temple to like Ogma. There's a big temple to Celadrine, and there's a big temple to Lathander. And you're not entirely. You don't quite remember what those gods are, but you know that there are a couple of other big temples around here.
Mm-hmm.
So you're able to find the Temple to Torm. It's called here the Temple of Divine Right.
Okay.
It's in a ritzier part of town, but it is open to the public. And as you get closer to the temple, and because you are wearing the Helm of Torment, you do have a gauntlet that has his regalia on it. People do like notice that you're wearing these items, and they whisper prayers of Torm to you as you pass by. And you're given a great deal of respect by people on the street who recognize your regalia and that you are a powerful worshiper of Torm.
So
Yeah.
powerful that he stole something.
He retrieved it from evil.
Okay, there's no
Very big
there's no
difference.
skill on it. Sort of
For a second there, Paul, you looked like a human thumb.
No.
for just a second.
I like it.
And so when you enter the temple, the clerics kind of recognize what you're wearing, and they immediately like run off to find the high priest of the temple. And eventually, shortly after you arrive, Fani Amir shows up, and he introduces himself as the head priest of the Temple of Divine Right. And he says, "Greetings, brother. I am honored that one of your caliber has deigned to pay us a visit, especially one who wields such holy artifacts of Torm himself. Pray tell, what brings you here?"
We've been on the road for a long time, and I find my connection to the god to be a bit stronger when I'm surrounded by his holy aura in one of his houses of worship. And also, I might ask that I be allowed to search your library for some information that I'm seeking about my current travels.
Of course, anything that you need. And he will show you to the library, and he will leave you to it and let you know that if you need any help, just ring the crystal bell he provides you.
Okay, many thanks. Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to let's see. So we know that they're trying to summon Tiamat, and Tiamat is bad. I guess I'd like to roll I think I'm gonna make a history check.
All right.
Just to see if I'll roll a history check to see if I can put together anything that first to put together any clues to see if there's like writings of past cataclysmic events or perhaps major conflicts with like any sort of major conflicts with cultist types, uprisings or the sort.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess we'll.
And roll with it, and you'll have advantage on this because you'll have the assistance of other disciples of Torm.
Okay. All right.
All right, 17 is a pretty good roll.
Yeah.